wanted to talk about why Ganesha is bringing prosperity. One of the name of Ganesha is Dandapani, means one who is holding the stick. Now it's very interesting. I never thought of it, but it struck me today that how Sanatan is all coded language and idiots are just playing with the names and wondering, never even considering that why. So stick has three parts: beginning, middle and an end. So has Om, O, U, Ma. Creation, manifestation and dissolution. So as I said, that if you hold from very one end the stick, it becomes heavy. If you hold it from the middle, it's easy to manage. So same is with the life. If you don't choose extremes, then it's very easy to live your life. But if you hold on to either too much materiality or too much spirituality, you will get tired. So now, why Ganesha brings prosperity and why it is called the stick, the Dandapani. Because if you look at life, everything in nature, look at leaves, look at human, look at trees, they have one singular stick happening. So that stick is spine. So first function to bring prosperity in life is make your spine straight. How tree is prosperous with so many leaves? Because trunk is straight. If trunk is not straight, it will fall apart. And another thing, it also tells about our psychology that we live in branches. We think branch is my source. Whatever, your family is your branch and whatever, or your job or your psychology is your branch, and you are a leaf and you think that you are the, and you say, I don't believe into anything else, this is what all I know. So this is, when you rely on a branch, you will be insecure. But for tree, when branch goes off, three more come. So when you live in the spine, let me say in the basic language, when you start to live in the spine, even when traumas or sufferings happen, loss happens, from the branch point of view it's a disaster, but from the point of spine it's a new growth. So it's not something psychological you have to think. It's that where you are at, from there your psychology will understand. But if you're living in branch, then you need lots of counseling and healing to come back to the point. So the prosperity of a tree is because the spine, the trunk is straight. Look at all the vast trees. One central line which is going straight up and branches come off. So how prosperity happens on very basic level, on hardware level, if you keep your spine straight and keep the circulation of energy in your spine every day and chanting Ganesh mantra, you don't have to bother about prosperity, because if trunk is alive, full of juice, it will branch out. That branching out is prosperity. It's not something you plan the leaves and flowers and then you do Ganesh mantra to get that. It won't happen like that. And this is how people function, that from outside they want to fix it and pick some. That is what demon is. He's stealing from the trunk for its imaginary leaves. A branch which is dead, your past memories which are dead, they're stealing from the tree. Only when leaf falls on the floor, it realizes that, there are roots also. Then it becomes one with the roots and again becomes a new flower. So that is one point. And same is if you look at your body, first spine is formed when child is in the womb. Then like a tree, it branches out its arms into organs, but the main channel is spine. Because in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, one technique, Shiva says that feel a lotus thread line moving through the spine and be illumined. Om is the spine of the cosmos. You see the central line. Around it everything is formed. Om is the spine of the cosmos. And interestingly, I realized why Kartikeya is second sun. Think, why is second sun? If there is no stick, there is no spear. You see, it's amazing how Sanatan Dharma is based into the practical realities. You cannot have just the spear edge without the stick, arrow without the stick. So first comes the pillar, the trunk, then comes the other activities, the focus, the attention and all that. And insistence is too much on branches and what results we will get. So now here it is important to understand, if your body, the center, trunk is spine, love is the spine of your emotions. Clarity, silence and awareness is the spine of your mind. But you need to first develop the spine physically, and with chanting Om, with chanting Ganesh mantra, your spine becomes unblocked and its energy starts to circulate all over your spine. And out of that starts to happen, because unblocked means no more stealing from it, from your mind. That's the blockages. So once it starts to flow, then your individuality, you don't pre-design that what is my destiny, what is my swadharma, what is my original, vocation in life. It is revealed to you because it is something very fresh in the cosmos. So your spine, when it is straight, on all the three levels. So that is the first work. That's where the whole process is. We started with the mind, so that all the unnecessary garbage is released. So when the Ganesh energy starts to move up and down the spine straight, then there is a space for your originality to express. So now on the psychological level, this same stick is what we call discipline. In this life, you look at seasons. 4 seasons on earth are the spine of the earth's environment. It's flexible, but it has to happen. Any season stops, there is a disaster. Similarly, in our life, we have to find a flexible discipline, no matter what. That is, like on the body, on the energy level, breathing is your spine. It invigorates everything, it invigorates the spine also. So breathing is the spine. Breathing is the Kali, the motion of the cosmos. Motion and Shiva are two mother father, sound and the awareness. Out of motion comes everything. This motion is intelligent, prosperity giving, as well as creative, destructive and creative. So discipline has to be like your breath of the day, which you have to take. It's never compromised. In the morning, if you have to do 1 or 2 hours, you have to do no matter what. Don't ask me questions. Is it okay? It's like saying, is it okay not to breathe, Satya Ji? Will I still be living? So you breathe. You keep doing it. That way you're sending a message to cosmos that you are in tune with it. You're not saying that it's compromisable. Then its connection is also compromisable. It will say, okay, have your way. So that is very important, that spine connection. So the discipline is very important aspect of growth of a tree. The tree doesn't say, okay, today I rest, I will not grow. Without stop, it keeps on growing. There is no, that's why Ganesha is called remover of blockages. Consistent movement is on. No restriction, no obstruction. And that is the major shift as an active human being once you realize that there is no blockage you're going to create. You're willing to compromise everything, but you're not willing to compromise your breath. Somebody says, I am sad, so stop breathing. You won't do it, Same is true with that. Somebody says, I am disturbed. You also get disturbed with me. You won't do it. You will stay quiet and centered. So this is the very important aspect. So spine and discipline. So this is, but again, the spine has to be flexible, which gives a creative expression to the Shakti. Because Shakti is not singular movement going up. Maybe to yogi that is, but maybe, but it is flexible, because in its flexibility it's able to create.
Shri Ramachandra Kripa